Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and this video is to never trust thine enemy, as the title of this video is Never Trust Thine Enemy, Northern Kingdom, a lesson you needed to learn. And it is the brother on GMS Facts Works 144 that posted this video. And yeah, man, you're not to trust your enemy. And who is your enemy? All of these heathen nations, man. All right, but first, I'm going to play the video.
In the TPS termination notice, DHS said in Venezuela there are notable improvements in several areas such as the economy, public health, and crime that allow for these nationals to be safely returned to their home country.
Conditions have not changed. Actually have getting worse.
At a press conference in Doral Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed. Beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that he was not going to touch the documented people.
Thousands of Venezuelans living in the United States with temporary protected status face an uncertain future. According to government documents obtained by the New York Times, the Trump administration has ended TPS for nearly 300,000 Venezuelans. Those who receive their protections in 2023 will lose their temporary status 60 days after the government publishes the termination notice. Venezuelan activist Beatriz Olavarria says members of the community are shocked and trying to figure out next steps.
There's a lot of people trying to see what to do, because returning would be almost suicidal in a way, because some of those people that are here that have spoken, about the situation in Venezuela in cameras and everywhere, and they are, important in that sense. If they set a foot in Venezuela, they will be jailed.
President Donald Trump's administration officially revoking the extension of temporary protected status for Venezuelans currently living in the United States. And this leaves some with 60 days to leave the country. Local 10's Bridget Matters joining us live from Doral tonight with more on how this will affect people in South Florida. Bridget. And this is a big development. More than 600,000 Venezuelans here in the United States under temporary protection status could face deportation.
Hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans under temporary protection status, otherwise known as TPS, could face deportation. According to the New York Times, Donald Trump has made the decision to revoke TPS. The program aims to protect people leaving countries suffering under socioeconomic, political, and/or environmental crisis. Under President Nicolas Maduro, millions have fled the country as the government continues to unravel. President Donald Trump addressed TPS recipients in South Florida.
We want to see what we can do to get people back in their homeland safe and free, and all. He's meeting with a lot of different people, but we are for the people of Venezuela. We're for the Venezuelan Americans. If you look at it,
They're not. All right, as you can see, as usual, you Israelites, who are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and yes, the Latinos are a part of the Israelites. They are the Northern Kingdom. All right. It has been found among their artifacts, Hebrew writing, ancient Paleo Hebrew writing. For anyone who says otherwise, that they are not the Israelites, you're delusional and the Spirit isn't dealing with you. All right. The Northern Kingdom is most certainly a part of our nation, and they are the so-called Latinos. And Many of you Northern Kingdom, man, you have a certain kind of spirit upon you when it comes to Esau, Edom, which are the so-called white people, and Donald Trump is an Edomite, and we are in captivity together, you know. We the Israelites, all of us, and they will never do anything to truly assist you Northern Kingdom Israelites, man, and y'all need to really know that, because these Edomites are our enemies, okay? So first of all, I'm going to read here in Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." So the scriptures say to never trust thine enemy. Let's go to Psalms 83 to see who our enemies are, because we're the Israelites. And so it says in Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1, "A song or psalm of Asaph, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." So there are enemies that make a tumult. And what's this word tumult here? They murmur, they growl, they roar, they cry, they mourn, they rage, right? This is the to be boisterous. This is the spirit upon the heathen, okay? And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So the heathen, is going to list them, but these enemies hate Yahweh Shemishai. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And who is that? Us, the Israelites. They have taken crafty counsel. What does crafty say here? To be subtle, be shrewd, take crafty to be prudent, all right? Counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance." So these enemies, this is the spirit that is upon them, and they take crafty counsel against us, and they are of the have the spirits upon them where they say, "Let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." And they did that. They did that to us when they put us in captivity, and you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, which consists of the Northern Kingdom, y'all were the first ones. I mean, I say y'all, but I could be Northern Kingdom too. You know, I'm out here in Jamaica, and you know, Jamaica is predominantly tribe of Benjamin, but I don't know which tribe I'm from, right? But yeah, man, the Northern Kingdom were the first to be put into captivity in 1492. And then in 1619, it was the Southern Kingdom that they laid hands upon, right? So Northern Kingdom, do not forget what these so-called white people, who are these Edomites, who are the wicked, have done to you. You have to remember this, man. But the reason why your spirit doesn't take to caring about it is because you reject Yahweh Shemishai. And so since you reject Yahweh Shemishai, you don't have the knowledge. Let me just very quickly go to Proverbs, is it 12? It's Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10. "The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding." So when you fear Yahweh Shemishai, when you turn, which includes turning towards Yahweh Shemishai and accepting Yahweh Shemishai as our power, which Yahweh Shemishai is our power, then you receive wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And so that's what you're lacking, because you refuse to listen to this word. You refuse to acknowledge our power, which is Yahweh Shemishai. So you're left out there stupid and destitute, and you're out there trusting in the enemy, trusting in the heathen, trusting in the so-called white man, who are these Edomites. But you're not supposed to, right? If you turn to Yahweh Shemishai, then you would believe in these scriptures. And so the scriptures say, going back to Psalms 83, remember it says, who are these enemies? Verse 5, "For they have consulted together, which with one consent they are confederates against thee." So all of these heathen are against us, man. They're against the nation of Israel, us, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? The tabernacles of Edom, who are the so-called white people, and see how it mentions them first, and the Ishmaelites, who are the so-called Arabs of Moab, who are the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes, Jabal and Ammon. Ammon are the so-called Japanese, and Amalek, and it's Amalek is a head tribe of Esau Edom, and the scriptures mention them twice. You see, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. So Esau is mentioned twice, and Esau is in rulership right now. So it is even the most worst thing to do, to put it that kind of way, to turn towards Esau, Edom for help, because they will never help us, man. These Edomites have a very deep hatred for us. In the book of Genesis, when Jacob supplanted Esau for the blessing, which was all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemishai to occur, Esau had the spirit put upon him where he said that he would slay his brother Jacob. And they've had that spirit upon them the entire time. And they still have that spirit upon them to this very day. They will never help us, man. Anything they do is to destroy us, right? And they'll make all of these promises and whatever. But these promises are all for naught. It is to deceive you. This is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords, right? So these Edomites, as this is their kingdom, they will tell you things and they will promise you things and all these kinds of things. But they really have a hate built within them, that's within their spirit, that Yahweh Shemishah has put upon them to hate us, right? So anything they do, it is not to your benefit. And they will lie. I mean, look at the history. Look at what they've done to our people. Look how they've committed mass genocide against the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Native Americans, tribe of Gad, right? And in the video, it was the Venezuelans, who are the tribe of Asher, right? From 12 tribe chart says from Colombia to Uruguay, right? Y'all are the tribe of Asher predominantly, okay? And these elite Edomites, they know who we are, man. They know us. They know we're the Lord's holy chosen people. So they will do any and everything to never truly do anything that will benefit us. It's all an illusion, right? The spirit of the Edomites, it says, race it. They really have a spirit upon them where they've always had this hatred upon them, man, for us. Where is it at? Here's their spirit, man, in Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom, these so-called white people, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. Race it means to bear, to be nude, to empty, to pour out, to race it. Okay? To demolish, right? It says to demolish even to the foundation thereof, as in these Edomites have a spirit upon them where they would, if they could, right? If they could, because Yahweh Shemishah is in full control, but if they could, they have a spirit upon them where they would want to completely exterminate of us and get rid of us. And the time is coming where they're going to be coming with great wrath against us. The time of Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. These Edomites are not, and the rest of the heathen, they are not to be trusted, man. You cannot trust them. All right? In Isaiah chapter 31, it says, verse 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Egypt is America, right? And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, and they do appear very strong, because this is their kingdom, the kingdom of the Edomites, the basis of men, right? Ruleth in the kingdom, Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. Okay? So yes, they're in a position of power, and because of the curses upon us, we're at the bottom, and we do have to go to them in a sense, you get what I'm saying, to continue life, like in order to get a driving license, in order to get a job, in order to get a house and all these kinds of things. But you don't trust them, man. They're not to be trusted, right? We're in captivity. So yes, we have to follow along with their system because we're in captivity. But to truly trust them, no, you're not supposed to do that, okay? But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh, right? And this is your ultimate downfall. Because you, as it says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. That is why you're in this complete and terrible state, because you reject Yahweh Shemishai. So you have no knowledge. You have no knowledge. You have no hope. You have nothing, really. You have nothing. Because this truth is everything. Right? So really, when it is that I see you so-called Venezuelans and the rest of you Northern Kingdoms, Israelites, and you Southern Kingdom Israelites, when y'all are suffering, if you don't believe in Yahweh Shemishai, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel anything for y'all. Right? We're in that kind of time. Right? In the book of Ecclesiastes, it says there's a time for love and there's a time for hate, to paraphrase. All right? And this is the time where, you know, we only care about the elect of the nation of Israel, those who care about Yahweh Shemishai, those that are repenting, those that want mercy, those that want salvation, right? The rest of you Israelites, man, those same Israelites with the same spirit out there going up on the news, going out and voting for Trump, you know what I'm saying? Begging Esau, Edom for this and that. Y'all are in 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 22, it says, let the multitude perish which were born in vain. Y'all are of that multitude, man. You are. And so you're going to have to face these judgments for turning your back towards Yahweh Shemishai, because none of you will have a cloak for your sins when it is that Yahweh Shemishai opens up the very severe judgment that is coming upon our people, man. You won't have any, because some way, somehow you would have encountered this word sent by Yahweh Shemishai. The prophets are simply vessels delivering the word of Yahweh Shemishai, the mercies, the judgments, the prophecies that are at hand, and you people reject it. So Yahweh Shemishai is going to reject you. And as it says in Proverbs chapter 1, that Yahweh Shemishai will laugh at your calamity when it comes. All right? But do not trust your enemy, man. You're never supposed to trust these Edomites or any of these heathen. They seek to slay us. And they are going to. But anyway, the wicked of our people, they're going to. Let me just clarify that. All right? So yeah, man. With that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, B'Ashem Kodesh. Shalom.